Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just setting up this new pump that I have created because we are struggling a bit on ammonia. We just can't keep up with it with everything running, and we're trying to produce it, and as you can see we're almost out, and some of the stuff is starting to back up, like our platinum line. I think it's like palladium. Yeah, our palladium is definitely backing up, as we can see. And yeah, so I need to get that sorted. There is a space pump module for ammonia. Now, it isn't like the best. You only get like 2,000, but it's going to be quick. But just compared to some of the other ones, it is quite slow. Like distilled water is what, like 2 million? So planet 6, gas 3. 6. No. Don't run. I always do that. And then that fills up. That's not what I wanted. There we go. I should have turned it off first. What? So planet 6, type 3. Ammonia. There we go. Wow, that is actually quite slow, isn't it? All right, so maybe that's not going to... I thought that would at least fill up. Maybe I'll do... Yeah, I think we definitely will need to have multiple sources of that. Maybe when we have... Actually, I don't know if the... I don't think the upgraded module actually pumps faster. I think it just says, you can see it says processes up to 4 different recipes. So I think that might... yeah, maybe I'm gonna do something instead of... I was gonna replace this completely, but maybe... I could speed this up as well. These aren't running as fast as they could as well. As we know, they're only running on CPM. Maybe that's what I want to do instead. Alright, I'll let that fill up and then it'll turn off. But maybe we're gonna do... Yeah, maybe we will bring out the transformer to here. And then maybe even another transformer in here again. And then we can branch out to the different things. I mean, these are actually quite slow. I'd forgotten that I had just set this up to not use that much power. And the reason for that is when we did set these up, we weren't producing, what, 100 million and then 400 or 500 million with our Nequata line on, if that is running. So, all right, I do need to... Yeah, I'm gonna sort that out actually right now. I'm gonna change the plan because that actually was running slower than I realized that was gonna run. Also, I have sorted out the rest of this under here. I kind of rearranged a little bit of the cabling. So this end of it is actually quite organized. This part is all like just chaos of wires and going every which way, but yeah, so I've upgraded everything, at least to UHV, and then if we needed to boost if we wanted to upgrade it again to UEV, we can. All right, let me fix that ammonia. Oh, also I upgraded all our drives to the 16 million or whatever. And then I emptied them all. So we still have, yeah, I think I did 30. Yep, we have 30, and then I have all these 64Ks, the drives. It did fill up a bunch of them. Once we start crafting, though, I think that'll kind of like, it rearranges all the things so they're not all yellow, but we have quite a few that don't have anything in them, so. Okay, got this all sorted. And, yeah, I do need to lower those. I'll get to that eventually. All the new ones I do are lower. I prefer that that height as opposed to right up. But yeah, it's really not an issue. It's just more like aesthetics. So we got the power coming in. The main line is the 4,000 amps of UHV. The ones that are like offshoots are 256, and then I've just broken this down. These aren't really being used anymore. Like one radon has been replaced by the space elevator, and I can't remember what the other ones were, but hydrochloric acid I think is not super. So I just kind of threw the old dynamo that was over there here, connected that, and just upgraded this. If I need to upgrade them, I will. I just wanted to get it connected. So we went from ZPM Energy Etch to UHV 16 amps. And the ender fluid conduits that we used to have on these are just not going to be fast enough. So I have replaced it with these. You can do fluid export buses. You can do a interface with like keep it stocked, the fluid stocked kind of thing. So there's different ways you can get fluids from AE into here. There was isn't it like fluid input something that does like really fast? I can't remember the name of it. There was one, it's like a block, and you can export like super quick from it. All right, but I'm just gonna do a bunch of acceleration cards. I don't even know if we need 10 million millibuckets per tick, but we can if we need to. I might actually just... Let's see if that's... These aren't... I mean, they're not expensive, but I don't know. Still silly to have so many in if we don't need it. Alright, so there's nitrogen, there's that. Let's find out why this isn't... I mean, I just replaced... All I did was replace the energy hatch. It's a bit funny. And I replaced this... Why is that not funny? Did I break something and I didn't realize? That formed. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you it's the glass. I need to upgrade the glass because I put UHV. Whoops. All right. Is it the glass tier limits the end? Yeah. So I need to do, what is the UHV at least? Cosmic neutronium. I think cosmic neutronium is, nope, that is UEV. Oh, I think regular neutronium is UHV. Yeah. So I need 64, I think. I think this has 64, right? Yeah, 64 glass. All right. Just, the glass just went weird. I don't know what... Oh, I think it's when you look at this, it screws up the glass. I think that's what it is. So that explains why sometimes the glass looks fine and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's from, I think it's from looking at the multi-block structure in NEI. If I quit and rejoin, it would probably be fixed. So, all right, let me get that up, and that's not going to take very long in our processing now. We are up to 241,000 neutronium, which is pretty cool, since we were struggling with that. But we are fine now that we have our super crazy fast one over there. So I tried to relog. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to restart the whole thing to fix that glass issue. Makes it kind of hard when you're building multi-blocks because you can't see what you're doing. All right, there we go. So it is done. Now I do have this. You can see the ammonia going in from the space elevator, but pretty sure I'm gonna, yeah, that's, the space elevator isn't keeping up. So I'm probably just gonna switch that fluid out to a different one when I figure out what I want. But let's get this and see. I should probably, yeah, that is actually not big enough. That should do a bigger output hatch. I know it would be even better if I did like directly into, I'd even do 4 million if I wanted. Oh, I actually have one. Actually, now we have like UEV. I don't have recipes for it, so I'm not going to. Oh, actually, I haven't looked at the. I haven't looked like the recipe or anything. It does require radox. Okay, we're not going to do that. I don't have that set up to work. We'll just switch this out to. All right, 200. I just need to remember that. And I don't even know if this is going to be fast enough. I do like these draconic pipes, but I don't know. We'll see. What did I say? 200? That's what turns it on and off? Is the frequency? I think that's what I said, didn't I? Alright, so that is working. I just need to, I don't know. Yeah, 3.5 million. So that's almost full, and then there. Alright. So that should have it sorted. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's just going, it just goes through it so fast because I put it up to 16 amps. It's going to be turning on and off. Now, it's not like flickering on and off, so it's not too terrible, but I usually don't like machines turning on and off like that, but all right, there we go. We're already up to 15 million. Yeah, so I could maybe do like multiple input hatches. I could do bigger, but yeah, I have it sped up, so it's doing so many parallel that it's I'm gonna have to, like, if I really care, I would have to sort that out, but I'm not overly worried about that. Let me turn this off though. This is just being completely, this is completely outclassed by, yeah, it's being completely outclassed by that mega thing. So I'll break that. So we'll use that for something else. What that is, don't know yet. Okay, so what do we want to start doing today? I think we are, I was just noticing that my fluid fusion is not running, but we are good on plasma for quite some time. Did I fix that helium? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did I? I need to fix... This will probably be switched to helium-3. Maybe I'll do that. Alright, those are the mining ones. Ethylene, methane, radon, helium. That's just regular helium. Distilled water. And that. Yeah, so helium-3 I needed to fix, but I need to... Actually, I have the stuff ready for another tank. We're going to do it over here. Because I love these tanks. I don't know why. I just think they look so cool. Yes. So this is, I think this is built for helium-3. I just never set it up because I didn't have a space pump crafted up yet, but now I do. So what we're going to do is we'll switch this to helium-3. And that is what we're using for our tin plasma. But we have so much of it right now. I'm gonna leave that for the time being. We have like 216 million tin plasma before I have to start worrying about switching the helium over. I mean, it is going down, but it's not that fast. All right, get this out of here. Yes, these are a few things. I'm not really worried about that. I got some of the recipes done for the multi-block arc furnace, but I'm not super worried about it. It was just a couple of those recipes where I needed like 12,000 annealed copper all at once. I do think it's maybe time to start thinking about optical circuits. Because that is locking... Okay, not the forge. I think we'll do that after we get our tier 4. I think, because some of these get a little bit easier with the tier 4 forge, if I remember. Although a lot of this stuff we now have the component assembly line for it. I think it's these. Is it these? No. One of these gets easier. There's an easier recipe. I don't remember which one it was for. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's this one. That's right. So as we know, this requires Lapitronic orb clusters, and the orb clusters require tons of Lapitronic. But there is actually an easier... Well, I say easier. It's definitely not easier. There's just less resources that go into it, so you can skip a whole tier of the modules, but you do need Hypogen. And Hypogen is from a tier 4 fusion reactor, so I actually don't know how fast you can produce this stuff, to be honest. I just know it's produced in a fusion reactor. Yeah. Pretty slow. But if you get it up and running, I'm kind of hoping... Oh, that's right. These things are kind of weird. Okay, we'll get into that. We definitely will. But I was thinking optical circuits maybe we want to start looking into. So, this is crafted in the space assembler, so that is a thing we'll have to get sorted out. Don't know how that works. But I think we should start with maybe the water. And there's 8 tiers of this water. It's pretty crazy what you do to it. But we do have silver nanites now. Nanites, I don't know how to say that. But you kind of go through like the whole process. So I think that would be kind of fun to set that up, just because it looks fun, to be honest. So you start with regular water, and you work your way down, or up, to tier 8. So should we get that going? And then like you get to some parts where you distill it, and then you get some of the earlier tiers too, so you can like weave that back in. I don't know, this just seems really fun. Alright, so first thing I guess is a sifter with water. So we sift out the impurities to get grade 1 purified water. Alright, so this is going to require, it's probably its own platform area. So I gotta sort that out. And man, our base is getting big. And it looks so cool too. This stuff, I need to sort this out, but I think a lot of this stuff is going to be replaced. So that's why I'm kind of putting it off until we get the QFT. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, I have decided I'm gonna put it right here. And because this is like one long processing chain, I was like, it'd be kind of fun if we just do like one long thing, and it actually kind of matches the size of our space elevator. And that eventually will be upgraded as well, so it's going to come out even farther. So this square is about, I think I left like maybe three blocks on all sides. So that is going to get bigger, and I figured we had like a perfect little spot right here to run this purified water line, and I think this will look cool when it's finally done. So I'm just getting this started and turned off. And UHV dynamo. And if I need another one, I can always throw it right there. And then we'll have 32 amps of UHV, but I think that should be plenty. Like all the other ones, we have 256 amps coming in. And that's the main line is 4,000. Should get more of these superconductor wires going. These are going pretty quick now that we craft up so many of those pumps all at once. Yeah, we have 52 pumps, so that is the slow part of that process. I think I lined this up to go down the middle. I'm going to do the wireless things on the back side. We'll see that in a second. And I could even upgrade this to double amps if I want. But I just kind of want to see. I'll probably start with 1 amp of UHV and then upgrade as needed, I'm thinking. All right, so we should have some wireless too. All right, cables. We have a bunch of cables in the A system. Keep a stack auto-crafted. So I'm thinking maybe like here. I don't know how many channels we're actually going to be using, to be honest, because this is, I feel like most of this is going to be, I think most of it's going to be just sending the stuff into the next thing. I don't know. I haven't super looked at it, but a lot of the stuff didn't seem like it required any more ingredients. But there are a couple things. For example, this has an output, and I'm actually going, I think I am going to keep the items out of this. I may void a couple of them. Because the first part, we are sifting water and we're getting salt. Calcite is kind of convenient. So is clay, to be honest. Stone is already going somewhere, so I may actually save that. And polyvinyl chloride chip, you know, it is what it is. It's only a 1%. I may just void that. I don't think that is, because then I would have to like put it through a forge hammer and stuff. I don't feel like doing that. All right. Question is, where are we sending this? Now, if this is only a few channels, we could actually just send it to like there or there even. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to get around to redoing my entire AE. Like how I do all the channels. Alright, so that's actually going to that one. Let me just double check I have enough. So this is the one that's going to the main base. Okay, so only 23 channels there. I could actually send it to there. Which maybe that's what I'll do. Did I bound that? I'll just throw it here. Connect that. So basically this is connecting to here, and it's going through here into there, basically. This is, it kind of just acts like a channel. It just acts like these two blocks are next to each other. That's basically all this thing does. So, like this is like a thing of a dense cable kind of thing. But then the one it's connected to acts like it's right next to it. But yeah, so there we go. There's the one channel. All right, so I think that will be good. And then I don't think that one, if I remember correctly, does not void. So I don't need to. I have a tendency to overdo it with the turning off and turning on, but these do not void. All right, so that is 50 seconds. I don't know how much it's doing at once. Like this is one bucket. It's probably doing like way more. But I guess we'll see. So that is this. And also, I don't know how much we actually need. Like, this is one bucket. You get 16 of these, and then like you get this, and then we could break this down for 6, 8 or something like that. Although we may end up just going with the electric implosion compressor and doing this recipe for 16. I don't know. But we do need the purified 8 for something. The cutting. Yeah. And I have room for a cutting machine set up over there. Alright, that's a little, that's not great. Oh, there it is, 32. We're doing 32 buckets of purified water, or 900. So 3240 divided by 900, so I just want to make sure. Alright, those are going into this output bus. But you do need 4 output buses total on this multi-block. It just doesn't use them all. And I wasn't sure which one. All right, so there is grade 1. Now, the next part is grade 2. Grade 2, it requires a fluid heater, but there is actually a multi-block that I've never crafted up before. I mean, it doesn't look too different from other ones, but yeah, we'll do a fluid heater. Otherwise, that single block will never be able to keep up. And this wasn't too bad to get up and running. Just had to make a couple recipes. I think we got that all up, but it doesn't look like it is forming. I do have output hatch, input hatch. It is hollow. Multi-use casings, thermal. So input bus is optional. Output bus is optional. Oh, output hatch has to go on top layer. Interesting. I guess yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense. You know, you're putting the fluid in the bottom, heating it up, and then obviously it rises through the boiler and then out the top. All right, yep, there we go. Cool. So let me up. I think I set it up. Yep. Usually, so I can see the whole footprint. Right? Yeah. There we go. Yep, just makes it easier to see what I'm doing and where the multi-blocks are. We'll check that is UHV. It is. Okay, so we got our purified 1 water going in there, and then it should come out the top. I do need a circuit, I think, of 1. At least the single block. The single block thing requires a circuit of 1. I'm assuming the multi-block does too. There we go. All right, so that is 113 seconds. Again, I don't know how much it's doing at once, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. Like, where are the bottlenecks? Is this producing water faster than this thing kind of thing? We'll see by getting it all running. I guess that will do this, and then like these tiny awakened pipes, I feel like they do a decent amount of throughput for most things. Like, this is running 113 seconds, so this is going to be fine with the amount we are producing. But yeah, so there, that is going to produce that. Now, as you can see, we drop a little bit each time. So I don't know. I'm assuming kinda, yeah, it drops by like 100 each time. So one bucket over here is like, I'm guessing 200 milliliters. So it loses 80% from here through the whole process. So you can kind of see how fast you need to be producing it in the first ones. But I don't think at this speed with just the basic energy hatches, I don't think we are going to be struggling at this part of it. I think the end of it is going to be the slowest part. So yeah, that will do that. And then we are into Purified 3, which is a distillation tower. I think there is 2. We're going to go... Yeah, there's 2 distillation tower recipes. We're just going to go directly with that dangote thing or whatever. Ain't doing the mega. We'll just do the dangote. We'll do that. And then I think the next bit is precision laser engraver. And I think there's 2 of those as well. Yeah. So 3 and 4, distillation, precision, and then 6 and 7, I think, is... Or, yeah, like 6 and 7 is precision and distillation. Okay, just got the dangote thing crafted up, and I just found out something that I actually had no idea. I never really understood the tooltip, and now the DC tower mode, tier 1 equals 4, tier 2, never really got what it was trying to say, but that's actually the parallel amount, not the size of it. For some reason, I always thought it was like 4 or 12 or something like that. I didn't really, to be honest, I haven't really tried to use the dangote with like 5. We're using 5 different outputs here. So it never really came up. And what this actually does, and this one's 30 seconds. We can see right there. I do have the rest on the back. I haven't quite decided how I want to like filter this back in to the process. So we're getting tier 2 water. It needs to go back in there. But if this is full, I don't know how that's going to work yet. I may do some stuff with like a tank and have it turn off. If the tank gets above a certain amount, we'll stop filling it from here or something. I don't know. I haven't really figured that part out. But what we do have is this chip, and this actually upgrades the distillus to tier 2, and I didn't realize this was actually a thing. It does need wood glass. I feel like, or woods. Yeah, I was like, I feel like we got that somewhere for something. I don't remember what it was for, but we did get it for something. Was it that? I think it was that. Didn't we do that for something? Don't remember. Anyway, just thinking, do we make a recipe for this? I don't know if we do, because I don't have these chips automated. Just the the NAND. Yeah, I don't have those. And then changing the actual circuit to 20, yeah, I don't have that automated. Screwdriver though to pull this thing up. So I just want to create this, and see what... Well, I guess it would turn the parallel into 12 buckets or 12 times or whatever instead of one. I'll leave that in there. It's not going to conflict with anything. Yeah, I didn't know this was I didn't realize this was a thing. It doesn't say anywhere on there, does it? Yeah, I don't see anywhere. Maybe in a quest thing. Apparently there's a quest for it. I didn't see that. Multi-blocks or something? I don't know. I don't know where the Dangote is. Is it under ET++? What was the name of that quest? I don't remember. I'll have to find... There. No. Uses. Super distillation. Blah, blah, blah. One you build for this recipe. I don't know how to... And upgrade it to tier 2. Okay. Do we click on it? Is that... what I'm going to do is I'll... since it's easy, these chips are easy to craft up. I wanted to upgrade this. Although it does look like it's being bottlenecked by this. So that actually... You know what? We'll just upgrade this one over here. I was going to upgrade that, but it's not actually a bottleneck. So do we just right-click? Put it in there? Is that how it works? I don't know. Alright, anyway, I will continue crafting up the machines for this. Distillation tower, precision laser engraver, cutting machine. I mean, nothing too crazy. The only thing I haven't really... A chemical reactor. I set up room for just a regular chemical reactor, not the mega, and I don't know if that's going to be the correct thing. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.